I'm the founding partner, of Draw Architecture and Urban Design, and we are working on an app called PlanIT Impact. It's a 3D planning, design, and impact assessment tool. So who could this benefit? That is pretty much anybody involved with the building and construction industry and anyone who's affected by it, which is pretty much all of us. So what we're trying to do is turn on its head the way that the current design process works, which is that you have 20% of the knowledge early on impacting 80% of the resources of a project, right? So it's kind of an inversion of what you'd like to see. It's the Pareto effect of economics. And so early on, you don't have a whole lot of information, right? But you're making really big decisions that impact resources on the right. Not proportionately. So we're trying to change that whole process. And also, who's heard of the 2030 challenge? Okay, so a few of you. What they're trying to do is really raise awareness of the impact that the built environment has on our environment in general. And so buildings constitute about 50% of our US energy consumption, and as a result also impact 50% of our CO2 emissions. So it's really important for us to be thinking about the built environment in a holistic kind of way. And we are at a really unique place in Kansas City, a crossroads where we have access to open data, and we have Google technology that is going to allow us to be smarter about this design process, integrate all that information earlier. And so here we have the website, which was designed by Sarah Hebert right here. What you do is you come to this interface. It tells you all about it. You can go check it out online now, even though it's very, very early stages. You log in, and it would bring you to a project page. So I'm just going to kind of walk you through how this is supposed to work, okay? You go, basically, we're using Google Earth as a basis, and you plug in your title of your project and the location, and it zooms you down into, in this case, Kansas City. And we have a whole bunch of different impact assessment data sets on the side that you would be able to populate. We'll talk about in a moment. So here we go down into Kansas City. Take a look right here. This is one of the open parking lots that Jason was talking about. It used to be the densest one in the city, actually. So what's going on in the background is all of this open GIS data is being input into the model, information about what the local climate is doing, transportation patterns, building density, what maybe some of the development real estate costs are, waste production, greenhouse gases based on how we produce our energy here locally, energy usage, you know, the fact that we're based mostly on coal, et cetera. So all of that's being backloaded into the model so that you then have an intelligent platform in which to build upon. At that point, so there's the parking lot, you upload your model. This is a totally fictitious project, but let's imagine that there would be this great dense mixed use project on that parking lot. And so then that information gets kind of encoded into that model. Next up, what information isn't integral to the process needs to be added. So if you want to add more information about stormwater, if you want to add more information about water usage that you know is specific to the project, you plug that in and then you hit run report. And what it brings you to is this 3D space that you can navigate through that then gives you information not just about how that place is going to look, but how it's actually going to behave, what its impact on the community is. So that you can use this as a civic engagement tool, show the community what the ideas are that you're bringing, and really have them fully understand the project on multiple levels, on a much deeper level, right? So then a report gets spit out. It gives you kind of an understanding of, let's say, you know, you're saving 60% potable water, 44% diverted stormwater from sewers, et cetera, so that you can try to play with this. And it's early enough in the process that you can make changes in time. So the idea is that we proliferate these planet impacted projects throughout the city and get to goal net zero city. So here's the team that's been working on that with me, folks in my office, but then also everyone in the room, that Andrew Hyder, Sarah Hebert, Beth Dawson, Abdul Saeed. Thank you all. Raise your hands. All right.